Who are we?
It's 4luvofboxing. We in the house, so we got a couple special guests in the house. I see the great one in the house over there. And then look, nobody knows who that is, but that's Jay Juan up in here. Look, R&B star creeping and crawling. He's about to get in on his banter today.
Yes, sir.
Valley of the sun missing last week, but back. He had sunset, but now he's sunrising again today here on a live stream. And Mr. LP, being Mr. LP, is about to start pissing me off here in a couple seconds. So we all right, good. And it's your boy Guapo Diamonds. Let's go, man. Look, Valley of the Sun, welcome back, sir.
My man. Bring us in, my man. Welcome back.
Yo, it's good to be back in studio with my brothers. Man, there's been a lot of boxing, but man, it's the season right now. It's the season of the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So it's a crazy time right now in the local market. So obviously, we're live in Phoenix, AZ. You know, we got the Phoenix Suns in the playoffs right now, and we got a tough task ahead of us. So we're repping our Suns right here, and then we're repping our Cardinals. Yeah. And they had the NFL draft. This was day 2, and so I had this idea, this little concept I wanted to pitch to y'all.
All right.
Since it is NFL draft season, let's do a boxing draft. Let's do something like we're all starting our own boxing promotion. We're the new hotness coming in with unlimited funds. And if we can pick any active boxer today, any active boxer,
roadblocks, anybody,
no stipulations, any of that stuff. But you got to consider this. This is a business. This is a lucrative business, right? That you're going to be starting. You're going to be the head of. And you want to draft your roster, and we'll do 4 or 5 picks. We'll go around,
right.
and since we have our guest, the great one who did an excellent job last week filling in for your boy,
yes.
I'm gonna let him go first. We'll do a round table, and then we'll do a couple rounds, and then we'll do a snake draft coming back. So Guapo Damas, you'll pick last in the first round, but you'll pick first in the second round, and vice versa.
Prepare to be on, fellas.
And we don't take notes, so we're going live off the cuff right now. So
Mr. LP is terrified right now that he just heard we're going live.
his palms are sweating.
He's like, "Where's my booklet? My notes."
So one thing, obviously, we can't have the same fighter.
You can't pick the same fighter. Once they're picked, they're off the board. Just like that.
Man.
All right.
All right, here we go.
The great one. Pick number 1. Pick number 1 of the 2026 For Love of Boxing.
Draft.
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua, number 1.
Blockbuster.
Woo, okay.
We're talking money, right?
Of course. He's very lucrative in the UK.
And he's been visible the last couple of big heavyweight fights, too.
He's about to peak.
So there's a couple of interesting things going on with Anthony Joshua right now. So he had that big major car accident after his win against Jake Paul in December. And he is currently in the gym training with Alexander Usyk.
Oh.
Alexander Usyk and him are training side by side right now. I don't know if they're getting sparring in or anything like that, but they are under the same tutelage. And Anthony Joshua is getting his mind right with Alexander Usyk, and I really like that. It's almost like Usyk wanted to help him out and get better. Like he almost reached out to him like a big bro,
like homies and stuff.
You know what I mean? Like come be with me, and then I can make sure you're really good, so you could get back to the level and maybe even be better than he was before. Anthony Joshua's a solid pick. I don't know if I would take him at number one. But the dude sells out soccer stadiums, bro.
Shout out to my wife.
Business aspect. I love it, man.
Hey, shout out to my wife. Earlier, about a week ago, when we were watching Tyson Fury, and she sees Joshua, and she looks right at Tyson and goes, "Oh, the Greek god handles him easy." And I was like, "Oh, okay. That's the part that they're showing with Joshua."
So Usyk?
No, it would be Joshua versus Tyson. So yeah.
His wife wants Anthony.
The Greek god is Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
And that's another thing, too. He brings
and
women to his fights.
And that was
very marketable.
We had actually on this show before sat here and talked about it. When Beto was here and refused to answer because the dude was here and we gave him
He's a good-looking dude, bro.
He is, and that's literally
Imagine Jay Juan being 6'4".
You need to start growing, bro.
260 pounds
of muscle.
That's Anthony Joshua right there, bro.
Yeah. No, Anthony Joshua is a monster.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. You want me to tell you what my criticism as to why I wouldn't start with Anthony Joshua?
Go.
His age. It's just that we're starting in a
This
different
is true.
right now?
I mean, you're only going to get
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a couple more years out of Anthony Joshua.
Five
But you know
tops.
what? But you know what?
5 tops.
But
4 or 5 fights, and that's excellent. That's blockbuster hits right there.
I mean,
that's big money.
it's,
I can make more in those 4 or 5 fights than most can in
His-
10, 15.
his last fight with Jake Paul was on Netflix, and I think it was the second most viewed fight
Which
of
made him
25.
Which added more to his
Yes,
star power.
yes,
Yep.
yeah. You know what? Now that we're talking more about it, I think it's an
Yeah.
even
That
better
was a
pick than
good
what I
business choice.
maybe
Than what
maybe
you
not number
originally
one,
assumed?
but
Yeah.
I was like, and then Tyson Fury just fought on Netflix, and
Yeah.
then ringside is AJ, and Tyson Fury was trying to bait him into saying,
He says
"I'll
it's
fight
AJ
you."
or bust.
But see, AJ is smart because he knows that or not AJ, excuse me, Tyson Fury plays the mind games, and AJ was not falling for
Oh,
the
I
trap.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. This
But
is
that's
a
a big
throwback
fight.
to like the 70s, calling people out like Ali did.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good
WWE type shit.
I like that,
I'm
brother.
down with
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
All right, so.
All right, come on, Mr. Valley of the Sun.
Valley of the Sun's #1 pick in the 2026 4 Love of Boxing fantasy draft. I'm gonna have to go a little younger. You could say it's. I might be biased here, but it'll give me probably about another 10 years worth of action. Multi-division champ, current champ, going up to his third weight class.
Well,
I'm gonna have to take him. Because
Got
if I
you.
did it, I know somebody else would in that first round, and it's not gonna
Got
come
him.
back enough to where
Yeah.
I can get him back.
That's right.
I gotta go with Valley's own David Benavidez,
Yeah.
bro. Give me David Benavidez as my first pick.
Excellent
Yeah.
choice.
For
Excellent
obvious
choice.
reasons. I mean, the guy's just continuing to his star power is rising. He has a fight next week that we're going to heavily discuss next week. So make sure you guys tune in. Enough said. David Benavidez is my #1 pick because of the star power and everything else that's going to be coming with him
So
in his next
young,
couple
he's
fights.
the future. He's the future of.
He's a
face.
he's a feature face.
He's trying to take over the Super Bowl dates of boxing in Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day, and he hasn't solidified it just yet. But this is going to be his first headliner Cinco de Mayo weekend. So
Where's he fighting?
in Vegas.
Oh, you guys
Vegas.
know?
You know,
We're probably going to host a fight party here, but who knows? You never know.
I actually
Never
did get
know.
a call.
big shout out. Go ahead, share that news.
And where we're going to show up.
About heading up there for media coverage and all, and it just wasn't in the books. It wasn't in the plans, and I'm just thankful to know that we have that window of opportunity. It just wasn't in the books for us, but I promise you, we, the team 4 Love of Boxing, will be doing a lot of traveling and doing a lot of coverage for a lot of big fights all around. It's just
So you're saying, are you saying you're not available to go next week?
But big shout out to the homie Emily Boxing.
Shout out to David.
She did reach out and ask what the dealio was, and she was gonna try and press and push that through. And a number love to you, number love. And it's just a lot.
Are you not available?
Yeah, it's just a lot going on. Remember we discussed this, and my assumption is this.
I like it.
Is anybody not available?
I can't take a week off, man. They're gonna want us there for fight week shenanigans. You know what I mean?
5 days.
It's
we
at least
got
4.
we got grand rivals.
It is Vegas.
We got.
You gotta get there at least by Wednesday. You gotta get there by Wednesday.
Weigh-ins and then the fight. So there's a lot going on, and they're not gonna just toss out media credentials to somebody just coming through for the
For
fight.
one day.
You know what I'm saying? They're like,
And
nah.
they're covering the whole.
They're like,
the
no.
whole time.
If you're gonna be media, you're gonna do your media thing.
Yeah.
Don't just come here like we're trying to get a free ticket to go to the fight. And I can respect that. You know, on the business end, the promoters, they're not gonna appreciate that, and I absolutely respect that.
Facts.
And we're not available. We're just not. There's no way, especially just. There's a lot going on.
So
here.
we will have homies there. So we will be getting some insight next Friday when we go live right here in studio talking about the fight, what's going down in Vegas. But one thing that's already coming out this week in Vegas that I just heard about is it's looking like it's going to be made official. Earl Spence is going to travel to Australia to fight Tim
Tim
Tszyu
Tszyu.
in July.
I was
Goodness.
asking Mr. LP here. He
My
saw that
goodness.
Tim Tszyu fight that just happened. Did you happen to see it?
I did not watch it. I saw the highlights.
Excellent
It went-
fight,
it went-
excellent fight, by the way. But he didn't look over the top impressive, let's just say. But he looked like he wanted to get some rounds in. Having said that, he took a horrible cut again, man.
I think
horrible cut again.
I think
Good.
I think you're stretching it when you said it was an excellent fight. It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was
but wasn't
entertaining. Super
excellent.
entertaining.
You know, because I mean, the dude should have took him out. He should have took him out of there if he really wanted
Well,
to. But
I think the cut kind of did him in at that
well,
point.
he's going
so
to
it
be
looked
one of
like
them
he was
fighters.
coming
He's
on.
going to be
Yeah.
injury prone a lot. So,
Yeah.
or he's going to be cut a lot. So that's going to limit his his chances going forward.
And that was one of my points to him that maybe his career is starting to wind down too, bro. Because he's gonna get to a point where he's like Arturo Gatti, where gets hit once, whoa, 10 cuts.
Well, we all know like the scar tissue doesn't fully heal.
Yeah, bro.
It doesn't. He's not giving himself enough time.
So yes, so you're with me on that because I did make a comment in regards to that. So unfortunately, due to that nasty gash, it's like gluing a cup together. It's never gonna be the same, and the smallest of tinks is gonna reopen it. So that's the problem. And then if you're in the fight, you're in the hurt business. They're gonna be banging. They're gonna be hitting him at that target.
Oh,
that's gonna be the mark right there.
Exactly.
Because if you split that open, guess what? Blood's gonna start pouring everywhere. Stop the fight. So it's just it's.
Yep.
I got none but respect for the heart of Tim Zhu, but my goodness, man.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. So.
Hey, Valley of the Sun. I
Excellent
respect
choice.
your choice.
That was definitely-
you came out swinging.
I had to.
You have to.
Let's
I
go,
have to.
Mr. LP.
Mr. LP.
All right, so he's picking a top 10 pound for pounder right there, and I love that.
Had to.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go one, but maybe one more on the upper echelon and stuff. And before anyone else takes him, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my point and thoughts in regards to it. And there's not much left for this guy either. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 big fights. But the baddest man on the planet right now as we speak, Alexander Usyk.
I had to go with the Ukrainian.
You
We already know.
100%.
Is that what you do? Yeah.
Big surprise.
Yes.
But you know what?
Oh, big surprise.
That worked out well for me.
So that's what you guys are talking about. So yeah, no surprise. Yeah, so Usyk is my pick.
Yeah.
Now let's understand, like we just mentioned just a moment ago, Usyk is actually in camp with AJ, which was your pick, which is a great choice by the way. But Usyk, who is literally probably on the way out, and AJ still has a few years left in him.
Yeah.
But Usyk's
AJ
on his
whooped
way
his
out.
ass the second fight anyway. But I said what I said.
Usyk and AJ, they fought twice, okay? And massive fights regarding full arenas and stuff. But I think
Very close
Usyk's
fights.
I think Usyk's like, you know what? You were damn close to getting me. But why don't we work together? Because I'm not gonna be here long. But I think you can take over the sport again and run it down while I'm gonna take off. And with him helping out your choice, it just solidifies the fact that he is him right now. So whether it's 2 fights, 3 fights, or maybe 4, Usyk is the man for me.
Listen.
And whoever he fights is gonna be a packed facility, no matter where it's at.
That's what I'm saying. So you're thinking like I am. Like my next 5 fights could pay. Like
Those are mega fights. I mean, he's a superstar.
That's what I'm saying.
Usyk, for boxing heads, I get it. So if I'm walking around even the Vegas Strip, and I'm like, do you know who Alexander Usyk is? They're like, who? Is he a skater? I get it. It's
Bigger
a
skater.
small scale.
Bigger
But
skater.
those that know, he is the baddest man on the planet.
He is
Right
the
now.
baddest man on the planet, an excellent
Right
pick,
now.
but I'm gonna tell you, extremely predictable for you is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
So
Yeah.
Obviously.
Real quick credentials for Usyk obviously are he's a 2-division undisputed.
Undisputed, yeah.
You know, a cruiserweight and then 2-time heavyweight undisputed.
and fights everybody.
And he has a fight coming up May 23rd. It's on DAZN, and it's in the pyramids in Egypt.
Which is
It's gonna be a
I
spectacle.
cannot wait to see
It's gonna be
that.
crazy. It's gonna be Ring Magazine and his steel turkeys behind it and all that. So it's gonna be one of them spectacles, and it's gonna be midday May 23rd. And he's fighting a first-time boxer.
Yeah.
Kickboxing champion or something, right?
The world's scariest kickboxer, but he's a heavyweight.
All right.
And Usyk's gonna run through him, bro.
Yeah.
So now
I'm
we're
expecting
getting-
that.
So you get 2 picks back to back. Here we go.
Okay.
What you got?
Listen, round 1. Since this is the Guapo Dames promotional company that's about to start, we want to make some money, but we want longevity, and we want to do it in a smart way. Very smart man told me to get somebody who's young, who's going to be taking Usyk's belt eventually, and I'm going with Moses Atama.
Oh, man,
Swinging.
that one hurt me.
Swinging.
That hurt me, bro.
Excellent choice.
Doesn't have the belt, but I can get 30 fights out of that man.
Excellent
And at one
fucking
point,
choice.
he's taking those belts.
Excellent
Come on,
choice.
man.
Young, fast,
He did that.
and
He did that
got
on purpose.
power.
He looked at me while he did it.
said, "I get 2."
He
said
right
easy.
now.
You could have waited until round 2 to at least hurt me with that one, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows that that's
Yeah,
my breakout. That's
but I
my
did.
breakout heavyweight.
And those, yes. So this is a
man.
rising star in the game. He actually has turned prospect to top contender very recently by knocking out the like of Dillian White, and that was unbelievable. And he just had a scary, brutal knockout in his last fight with that sick uppercut.
Yeah.
And the guy just basically just detached and malfunctioned.
Oh, he folded him. Yeah.
It was brutal.
So he is gonna be.
The guy's quick and powerful.
He's gonna be the #1 mandatory for the WBO belt, which is held by Wardley, and he's gonna be fighting.
He's gonna kill Wardley.
He's gonna be fighting Triple D Dubois. I believe
That's gonna be
it's coming up real soon.
That's more to me. That's more of an interesting fight than when he gets Wardley afterwards. To me, if you can beat Dubois, you can beat Wardley.
I don't think he's gonna beat Dubois though.
What? Okay.
We'll go. That's another conversation.
Somebody's
Yeah,
biased
somebody's
because they
biased,
knocked
yeah.
over here because they
Yeah.
knocked out his guy Joseph Parker.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Listen,
you're
I was saying to that because I said Usyk fights everybody except Joseph Parker. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
If Joseph Parker would have won his last
Listen.
fight, he would still be relevant.
Yeah, he would be. Damn it, he's
Round
not in the
two.
top 5 no more, right?
That's
So
the
we're gonna
choice.
start off round 2. I gave you Moses the time to start it off, right? That's gonna keep me funded for the next 30 fights. But if I want money and legitimacy out of the next 10 fights, it's not so much the money I'm gonna get out of that because I'm gonna bank in on the Tama filling those stadiums because he's British. So, at that point, kind of filling it in for me. And I'm gonna go legitimacy with my second pick, and I'm taking a monster of talent. And Monster Inoue is mine.
A monster anyway.
Yes, sir.
Good pick. I'm surprised he made it to round 2, but
Yeah.
hey, that's the beauty about this is that there's a lot of good fighters
Take him
going on.
Sidebar, no
I had to
lie.
take him around 2 because
No,
if I would
no
have taken him
lie.
round
He
1,
would've came back.
More. Gotta pay him more.
You get the 5-year guarantee though.
It was either Monster or Usyk for me, and of course it was gonna be Usyk of my choice. But
That's
definitely
what he says
my
now.
number
I
two.
So
don't
he's
know.
got
I
a-
think it was always Usyk.
So
with
you
that, man.
got my pick, but that's what's up.
Yeah. So the original monster Inoue, he's got a fight on May 2nd. Which is gonna be a banger of a fight versus
Oh, my
Nakatani at the
goodness.
Tokyo Dome.
That's next week.
Yeah.
That's next Saturday too. So we're gonna be
Oh
talking about
my
that fight a
God.
lot next Friday. So tune in because next Friday's episode is gonna be a banger.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a banger because there's so many boxing the next day, and we are gonna be doing something that day. We're gonna have
holiday.
to do something that day. Boxing all day on a Saturday.
We're getting
The
together
holiday.
and watching, of course. We're no doubt about
Stay
that.
tuned.
No
There
doubt
shall
about
be
that.
an
So
episode
anyway,
dedicated
good
just to that day.
pick, good pick. But my upset is Nakatani in that fight. I'm gonna leave it right there. Mr.
I
LP,
can take that.
Mr. LP, round 2. Who you got?
I'm actually thought you were gonna go with this one, by the way. I'm gonna go with Bam. Bam Rodriguez.
He thought
So
he hasn't been tuning in.
He's
He
young.
thought I was going.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
he's still hating on Tito.
Gosh.
But Bam, he's got youth on his side. He's got multi divisions already.
Yep,
And he's definitely a top 5 pound for pounder. I think in my book.
Ooh,
Not
He's
yet.
definitely
that's
top 10.
debatable. That's
Not
debatable.
Yeah, he's definitely top 10. But I you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. But yes, I think he has massive star power, and I get it. It's the lower weight classes, but he's a likable fan.
He puts asses in
friendly
seats too.
fighter that no matter where
Comes out
he's
to
at,
Arizona. Like, I
he-
can't hate on that.
and I was gonna say, and his bounce in AZ filled freaking the
Stadiums, yeah.
the arena and
Arenas.
stuff. So mad respect. I think he has so much more to offer to the sport, and I can't imagine him just kind of just throwing his hands up and calling it quits anytime soon. So there's definitely years that he's gonna be able to produce, and he's a top elite fighter, 100%.
I can definitely see LP Promotions in collaboration with Guapo Damas Promotions doing Bam versus Inoue.
Yeah.
in our fantasy draft.
How about that? Yeah.
Own him in several facets of the
Yeah.
game. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But real quick on Bam Rodriguez, they just did the presser to announce his next fight, which is
Yeah.
going to be here locally in the Phoenix area in Glendale at the Desert Diamond Arena.
He's moving up away for another.
He's moving up to 118, which will be his third weight class. He's going for a belt versus Vargas, who ironically fought in Japan and defeated Ioka to win that, the WBA 118 belt.
Yeah, that's a good
and
fight,
then
man.
he's going into with Bam right away. So kudos to Vargas. He's 19 and
When's the
1.
fight?
It's going to be June 23rd.
You can definitely catch us ringside.
That's in Glendale?
It's in Glendale. Yeah, it's in Glendale.
Is that the same fight card that Jordan Martinez is in?
That's the co-main event.
Wow, my man will be on
13th.
that
versus
humongous
June
Cardenas.
13th, if I'm not mistaken.
Listen,
Co-main
that's the
event.
fight card. I actually told Jay Juan he's gonna be tagging along with us that day.
Yeah.
Let's go experience a huge day for us there, man. It was so much fun to cover the fights like that.
Yeah.
It's
So
amazing.
Yeah, El Moreno is our boxing fan. That's our homie.
Yes,
right there.
sir.
We sponsored,
Co-main event. Yep.
We sponsored his last fight and stuff, and we were there ringside to see him do his thing. He didn't get the victory. He got a draw, but he did so good that he got the
He
attention
won,
of.
bro.
Oh, he won over the
He
city.
He
for sure.
won over the city
Yep.
that day.
He shined.
He definitely won over the city, but he also got the attention of Fast Eddie Hearn, of Matchroom, and it didn't take.
Well, everybody who was important there saw it that day.
And he's now one of the most freaking powerful boxing promotional companies, in my opinion. It's a massive company that he actually got signed. So I'm very happy for him. And congratulations again, freaking Jordan, man. I'm so happy and proud for you, man. I know for the sake of you and your family, this is a great thing. So can't wait to see you there ringside again, because you know we're there, buddy.
So it's my pick, my second round pick, and the 2026 4 Love of Boxing Fantasy Football Draft. And Jordan Martinez might not like my pick, but I have to go with this young stud. Not quite a superstar yet. Like, he doesn't bring a lot of people to his fights yet, but he can fucking fight. And he's running through divisions like fucking butter. I'm gonna pick Shakur Stevenson as my second pick.
Skill, okay.
Yeah, have to. The dude is super talented. You know, he's moving up weight classes. He's filling out that body. He's boxing ears off of world champions.
Yeah.
And making them look foolish. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez. But no. So yeah, Shakur Stevenson is that guy.
I'm gonna give the steak
that
face
guy.
now.
Yeah, he owns.
I laughed at
Norman,
it, and then I'm gonna be mad.
And no, Norman, it was Haney.
Oh, yeah.
That was Haney. Yeah. So don't get the brothers confused now, bro.
Right.
Hey,
But
when me and you last time talked about Tank Davis, do you know who Tank Davis is?
Yes.
Do you prefer those fighters that are like that, or Shakur Stevenson, who is an excellent
pure boxer? That kind of makes you look silly.
I kind of like the Tank Davidson kind of vibe, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Action pack.
Yeah, I like the action
Shakur
pack.
Stevenson will whoop up Tank Davis.
Yeah, no, for the record, I think Shakur Stevenson would handle Tank Davis easy, but having said that, Tank Davis is that one guy with one punch could knock.
Hey, it's
Shakur
their
cold.
pick. It's their pick.
it.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, well, listen, I'm still reacting to your pick. I'm just bringing him in on a good contrast on where you have Shakur in there, right? Because that's where a lot of fans can say. Now, if you had Shakur in your stable like that, would you pursue a fight with Tank?
So you would pursue a fight more with like a Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
And because that's what happened with Tank. Is once their fight happened and Tank knocked out Ryan, that's when everybody knew who Tank Davis was.
Yeah.
So that's you got to be smart with matching up if you want to build like your profile, and then you can fight like a Tank Davis after that because the profile has already been made.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money to be made there.
There's a lot of money to be made with Shakur Stevenson.
Yes,
You just have to match him up right, and then I don't know who his promoter is right now.
Shout out to Berman. Love Shakur.
Oh, he loves him,
Stevenson.
Shakur. Yeah, he does. So, anyhow,
Yeah, he does.
just a quick roundup. I got David Benavidez round 1, and I got Shakur Stevenson round 2, and I'm feeling real nice where I'm sitting.
Okay. I'm a businessman.
Let's see business. AJ
So,
first round. Let's see
We're
where it goes to
talking,
business.
yeah, we're talking money.
He's gonna do some guapo damas things right now.
Okay? We're talking money.
I know what it's gonna be. I already know.
Go.
He's got to be active. Go,
MVP.
you go. Come on.
Oh,
Right?
that's money. If you're going money,
Yeah. Go
you're
ahead.
taking away Rob's pick, bro.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was
Who
gonna
do
go
you think?
Alvarez.
Canelo?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still yeah.
Still
That's a
running.
good
And
pick.
then
Good pick.
No,
My
I didn't
second-
get this stretch.
Oh, no, he gets to come back.
I go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
my
your third pick.
My current pick feeds my second pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd pick up El Moreno so
As your
that
third pick?
Canelo can teach him how to be big time.
Damn.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Big
Okay.
time.
Okay.
He can mentor.
Motherfucker. What
He can mentor
Okay.
him.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Jordan Martinez with your third pick.
Jordan won team with the third
Because
pick,
he's a
man.
Fina kid.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he was gonna get picked. Okay, I guarantee that.
Yeah.
But good job, man. That was a wise choice right there. That was awesome.
So we're selling out arenas and now laying down some foundation.
I love it, man.
Because the kid's
Nice.
what, 21?
Is he 22?
22?
Just turned 22.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
Youngster. And
Jordan Martinez, keep them babies off the street, bro.
All 11 of them, bro. Keep them out of the street.
Yeah.
But
all love, bro.
All 11 of them.
I did talk to Jordan this week a couple times, asking about this upcoming fight. Obviously, he's going to be the co-headliner versus Cardenas in a rematch on the undercard of the BAM fight here in Glendale. But I did talk to him this week. They are going to have some tickets available to buy through them directly. So if you want to support Jordan Martinez, they're going to have some fights available for purchase. We will give you all the details and all that on our socials, or we'll talk about it here live. And Jordan Martinez wants to come back and join us. during his camp for this fight and right after the fight. He said,
We're
"Let
gonna-
me know, I'll be there."
We're gonna go to his camp. We're gonna take a day and go out there.
We'll
and
go.
see
We'll go to
what
the
his
gym.
camp is
Yeah,
like.
we'll go to the gym.
Most
Take
definitely.
I'm gonna have Mr. LP do some yard, some
again,
work,
excellent
some
choice
ground work with him too, bro.
because we
One thing,
we support that man and the entire team. I mean, it's not just even just Jordan. So Jordan has 100, but the Fuentes coaching staff, they're doing.
Shout out to Demo.
They're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And shout out to, I was about to say, shout out to freaking Jordan's little brother,
Yeah.
Demo Watson, who actually
Shout out to-
had his first headliner a couple of weeks ago and got the TKO 4th round victory. So, like, again, Fuentes Boxing is doing their thing. And all eyes should be on those two kids right there. And, yes, respectfully, you guys are young men. But, I mean, you guys got many years to go regarding your boxing career. And good choice, my man.
So I want to clarify one thing. I don't want Canelo to teach him like skill. I want Canelo to open doors. Does that make sense?
This
Yes.
was offending.
100%.
This was offending me by taking Canelo.
No, on the
Does that
business,
make
on
sense?
the business,
On the
I know what
business
you're
side?
saying. We're not even
So,
just that, teaching the
you
swag,
should have him
teaching
teach
the
him
manner
some
of how to
skills,
conduct
too.
yourself
Exactly.
on the camera and stuff.
Well,
like that.
not only
I know,
that,
it's
yeah.
basically to put him under his wing and stuff. I know exactly what you mean.
Exactly. Teach him the biz of boxing.
I know exactly what you mean.
Because it's a business side.
That's how I took it off the top. man.
Okay.
That's
Because
how I
the
took
dude's a
it.
stud when he gets in the ring. It's just like I said, open up the avenues for a Phoenix kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
interesting.
another good solid pick. I mean, I get it. I get where you're going with that.
It's a business.
You know, we obviously got a lot of love for Jordan Martinez, and we knew he was going to go at some point. Round my third round pick in the 2026 4 Love of Boxing fantasy boxing draft.
Yeah.
There you
Thanks.
go.
All right, so I just mentioned his name as a potential matchup for Shakur Stevenson, and I have to go Ryan Garcia.
Oh, he wants to make money too, y'all.
So that's the thing, right? And like this
That's
guy
a smart
says,
business move, man.
It
And that was
is.
gonna be my pick.
it is. So Ryan obviously has the star power. You know, he puts asses to seats. He's very vulnerable. You either love him or you hate him.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's it.
That's just it.
That's
No-
facts.
you know, if he wins,
Ryan Garcia effect.
you know, he's either he's gonna go out with a bang, or if he loses, he's gonna go out with a bang.
Right,
So
he gives
right,
it to the fans. So when it comes to fan friendliness, Ryan Garcia gives it to the fans like that, man. It's beautiful to see his fights. You know what I mean?
and
It-
speaking
he
of
brings it.
passing down or working together, like how you were thinking, David Benavidez could also do that for Ryan Garcia, and we've seen it recently.
Yeah,
they
they've
were
been-
in
they've
camp
been
in the
spending
last
some time
month or two.
together.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so with that same aspect, but my guys would be a lot younger than your guy.
Yeah.
Your guy who you want to pass
My
that
two
down
guys,
to.
yeah.
But that one guy has been the face of boxing for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, both of them.
So my third round pick, Ryan Garcia.
That's
Excellent pick.
that's an excellent choice. And
I had Shakur, I had to go Ryan.
Hey, J1, are you a fan of Ryan Garcia, bro?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he be
He
throwing
has,
down angles.
so that's what I'm about to get. So, man, excellent choice, and that was definitely gonna be my third pick right there. But you know.
Hey,
and
I'd be
the
willing to
draft,
trade
you
him.
beat- You beat me to it, but that's not like you. Star power. Okay, maybe he's not. He hasn't been consistent in the ring, and it's still yet to be determined regarding where he can go with it.
Uh-oh.
But at the end of it, it doesn't matter. He puts asses in the seats.
Oh.
He's a very popular guy. He's not just your typical YouTuber / influencer, which he happens to be.
What?
I think I know his time.
And the guy's a star.
What?
No, I'm saying Ryan Garcia, bro.
Oh, you talking about? I thought you were
Oh,
talking about your
okay.
pick.
Oh.
I thought you were going
Oh,
Jake
yeah,
Paul,
your
bro.
pick.
That's what I thought.
I thought you were going Jake Paul, bro.
I'm giving Ryan Garcia.
Okay,
props, man.
okay.
I'm giving
Okay.
I didn't know he was a
Got it.
YouTuber.
Star.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's he
Right?
talking
He does all
about?
I'm just saying,
Who's he
influencer
talking
YouTubers.
about? I'm
I'm just saying,
interested.
He was talking about Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
Bro, I thought he was going to say Jake Paul.
Bro, I thought you were going to say
I
Jake
was
Paul,
waiting for
dog.
it.
Oh, shit.
I actually for a second looked over and said, "No way, this was about to say Jake
Deadass.
Paul."
hold on. You guys,
Wow.
No,
hold on.
you
That's
should.
not me. You haven't been paying attention. Come on, man. Why the hell would I do that,
Your
bro?
description really fit.
Yeah, it really was fitting.
It was.
It really was.
But no, Ryan Garcia is a freaking star, though.
Yes.
Man, that's an excellent pick on the business aspect, man. To anybody to pick him,
I would trade Ryan
That's
Garcia right
massive.
now for Usyk, straight up.
Yeah, that
I can't get rid of my Ukrainian.
Not the
Usyk only
Ukrainians,
has,
bro,
what,
not the
2-3 more
Ukrainians.
fights? Come on.
I know. I was actually a decent trade.
Yeah.
but guess what though? Those 2-3 fights are gonna be absolute blockbusters.
Yeah.
they're gonna be massive,
Not Anthony Joshua.
global, freaking massive fights. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Mr. Politician.
What's up, politician?
Round
guy?
3.
What's up?
What you got?
So look. I'm kind of a little bit of loss here because now I got this. I'm not gonna say slim pickings, but there's a lot.
Oh, come on.
No, there's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of talent, and
There's just not a lot of Ukrainians out there. That's the fucking problem, bro.
I can't pick Usyk. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? But,
If you don't take Volsic right now, I'll be so disappointed in you.
The Mount Rushmore of light heavy.
You don't take
bro.
Volsic.
Fuck.
And he actually happens to be still active.
Yeah.
Hold on, you guys gotta give me a second here.
No, man, come on. Hey,
That's why he was being poetic about Ryan Garcia, bro. He counted the big
clock.
Yeah.
I was riding myself through to the sunset, but yeah.
You already wasted 10 minutes in giving your pick and introduction when it wasn't your pick, bro. Hold on there.
I'm giving props to everybody's freaking picks.
I like it. Let's see. Let's hear your pick. Yeah. Tom was gonna whoop Usyk's ass, bro. When they
So
fight,
if you
my
just tuned
company
in,
will be better than yours.
what your boys for the
He
4
can't
Local
even
Boxing
think right now.
Podcast
He's
are
struggling.
doing is it's NFL draft season. So we're pitching our
Thank you for filling in.
fantasy boxing draft as if every active boxer is on the table and we were starting our own company tomorrow. There's no limitations on how you can choose whatever fighter you want. You just can't. Once that fighter is picked, just like the NFL, they're off the board.
And the picks have been interesting to say the least.
And we've done a snake draft.
So the
and we're around
crew is in the
3.
head trying to scramble because a lot of the picks got selected already.
So just to recap, so we can give Mr. LP a little bit more time, is the gray one has chosen Anthony Joshua number 1, Canelo Alvarez number 2, and a local superstar in the making, Jordan Martinez, at number 3. Your boy picked David Benavidez,
Monster.
and I picked Shakur Stevenson with my second pick. And then with my last pick, I took Ryan Garcia. My boy Guapodamas over there, who's waiting patiently to make his third round
I
pick.
got 2 picks over here coming up.
Or
Pretty
yeah,
soon.
third round, yeah.
So the first round, he took superstar in the making, Moises Otamba, who's going to be a big-time heavyweight coming out of the UK. If you haven't heard of Moises Otamba, you
Look
will
him
very,
up.
very soon. And then the second pick, remind us, it's Monster Inoue,
Yep.
right? Who could be up for a big task on May 2nd.
It's weird, huh? Go ahead, sir.
Here we go. We gave Mr. LP plenty enough time to make his third pick. His first 2 picks were Usyk
And bam.
and Bam Rodriguez. 2 guys at the top.
Overrated.
So this one right here, and I'm looking at this.
Hell no.
On the business end too, and the star power and the skills. And this is a dark horse for me because I'm rolling the dice because the proof is not in the pudding just yet. Regardless, because he's so young and hasn't been
I like me
tested
some
that
chocolate pudding,
difficult. But I'm gonna go with the.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna go with the half star of the Super Bowl freaking halftime show, Emiliano Vargas.
Wow.
He's got the look.
That was
he's
a
got,
reach.
He's got the charisma, and he's got the potential of the skill.
Okay.
He's still got a lot to work on and stuff, but if he's even freaking as close to what his dad was, there's definitely some serious business to be made there. But with his dad being in his corner, I think he will definitely surpass what his father has done. Now, will that make him an all-time great in the long run? Well, that's yet to be determined. But I definitely see a future world champion in this young kid's future.
Wow. I did not expect to hear that one. Yes, I agree. He has a bright future. But for a third round pick from all the other fighters that are in this pool, that was a reach for me. But I do stand behind that he is the goods in the Vargas dynasty of kids. He's going to be a multi-division champion. He definitely has the mouthpiece. He dresses to the T. He's a good-looking kid. He's going to be Oscar De La Hoya-ish.
Yeah.
Will he win as many championships and as many divisions?
Right. That's yet to be determined.
That's yet to be determined, and that's the whole point of
but
this.
he has
If you're
all
going to
the
start
star
your own
power, look.
promotion, you want a young
Roll that
star
dice.
in the making. And I think he reached for him, but he can maybe make up for it on the return.
On a return, but now we're going me, right? And
All
we're
right,
rolling the
let's
dice,
go.
what you said? And we're
He
rolling,
did.
And he rolled the dice.
He
Now I'm going to roll the dice.
What
and
you
the
got?
greatness too, right? So rolling the dice, but I believe this dude's going to be great. We're gonna put boots on everybody,
Boots!
baby.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, Boots has every skill needed to be that next great one, bro. And I think he's in line to actually do it. He's got a lot of good opponents up there. If he can start fighting some of them, if he can start fighting some of them, it'd be nice.
Yeah, he's got a unified fight coming up at the end of June in Brooklyn.
It's gonna be
It's going
unified.
to be on DAZN. It's undefeated versus undefeated.
And I know you guys are surprised about this, but I have not been a fan or boasting about Xander at all. Dead man walking, I believe, is what we've been coining.
He still is,
You
bro.
guys have.
You changed
When
your
I
mind.
see Xander in
Yeah,
public,
but-
remember that I didn't
but-
say that. That motherfucker did.
But with Boots Ennis, he hasn't established or proved anything to me in this division at 154. And because of that, this is why it's like, to me. And in all actuality, I think this kid may actually have a chance to use the size and maybe pull something off. I'm not a betting man. I'm not a betting man, but if I was a betting man, I would definitely put money on Xander and just roll the dice. If you
were a betting man, this is who you should bet on. Guapo Damas cannot stop being Guapo Damas. So if we're gonna pick
With your fourth round pick.
yes, we've already picked for the future. When
I thought it goes back that way.
No, it comes back this way.
on,
So
we
you're
like
next.
it, bro. Yeah, you're
Be
next.
ready.
Look, he's not ready again, bro. We're gonna have to
Yeah, playing fantasy football.
I got
this week,
another
Josh.
question.
Yeah, listen,
Come
so
on.
pick for my future,
Come on.
which was Moses Atama, and then Boots is going to be stepping into greatness. Monster's already great. I need somebody that has a world title or an interim world title and fulfills me in every way. I'm taking Lester Martinez.
You would.
I would.
You would. Okay.
Shout out a Lester. ¿Cómo estamos ahí, vos? We good,
Nice.
man.
So Lester Martinez is a strong, powerful super middleweight. He just won the interim WBC, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Is the interim, and so him and Billy are in talks for having a rematch because their fight was a draw, and it was on the undercard of Canelo Crawford.
Canelo on that Netflix card.
So
they actually stole the night. If you're real about it, they actually stole that.
Lester Martinez, a big puncher, good-looking kid from Guatemala, and he's
represent for them
actually a
Central
huge
American
star in Guatemala. So the
Humongous.
Guatemalans are coming full force. If he fights in Billy, it would be nice to see them headline their own card in LA.
Yeah.
I think that would be big.
I think at 168 you have enough fighters too where if you actually throw nationality around like that, you could have a couple really big fights where you have two nationalities or fan bases that come together and just make it a big fight.
And in South America, the matches, the possibilities are freaking endless, bro. Holy hell! There's
Now
so many
check
big
this out
fights
also.
that take place.
That might cross us in some paths together too, because there are talks that it could be in Billy and Canelo next, right?
Could
and,
be.
and if Canelo were to beat Billy in that fight, then Lester Martinez would be the mandatory for Canelo. We all know how the mandatory thing is handled.
We all know how Canelo treats mandatories.
No, but listen. Lester Martinez might be one of those fighters that Canelo goes, I can mop him up real quick like I did Berlanga or
So
somebody like that.
here's a good
might
thing.
not give him the credit.
Here's a
Might
good thing about
actually
your
make that fight
your number 2 pick, Josh, is Canelo Alvarez still holds
Oh, I get it.
The
the
gatekeeper.
keys. He
He's
still
the
holds the
gatekeeper.
keys.
Yeah.
So anybody who fights Canelo is going to get the career high payday. Everybody
Gatekeeper,
still
bro.
wants that cash cow, and Canelo is that cash cow. So there's going to be a lot of names who are not up to the standard of what can you bring to the table? Canelo's always going to get the lion's share out of everybody else at 168 right now. And there's another name I'm going to throw out there is Hamza Shiraz from the UK. And he just
that dude go fight. Man.
He's a lanky, tall fighter for 168, and he's a banger. He is fighting for
He's from London.
He's fighting for the WBO belt, if I'm not mistaken, real soon. And so if he can pick up that title, then he wants to get him the Canelo sweepstakes
I
too.
was actually mad when I originally had seen that he was getting the crack at that belt when all the belts got let go and then people started getting it because at that point Lester wasn't in the talks for any of the belts at that point. It was so cool that you're gonna have a bunch of different champions at 168 that can make a bunch of good fights. You know what I mean? Because as crazy as it is, because I just picked Lester Martinez as my pick, and everybody knows
better
that
be ready.
Canelo Alvarez is my favorite fighter. there's not anybody right now so good at 168 that you go, they're gonna dominate the division for years. No, there's gonna be some fucking fights.
There's gonna be some
You know,
questions.
and
There's gonna have to be some answers. that
Yeah,
need to
and there may
laid
be
out.
there may be some questions that get an answer and it still might not be an answer. Like I'm gonna tell you, unless Billy or Lester gets knocked out, that's what I'm saying. And listen, and unless one of them gets knocked out, you're still probably gonna have questions after the second fight too. You know what
I would say this. How about this? Let me market this. Let me promote this. Is Canelo fights Hamza Shiraz for the WBO belt in September. Okay? And Billy and Lester fight for the WBC full belt, either maybe on his undercard or something like that. The next fight, they unify. Let's hope Lester wins.
Yeah.
He can then fight Canelo in a unification fight, SoFi Stadium in LA.
Like huge.
Oh man.
All the Latinos in LA will come out for that fucking fight, bro.
I don't know. I'm about to say some of the most.
But weren't you over
like-
there too for a soccer
Yeah.
game for
Listen.
your country?
I hate to fucking say it. I don't think I would make that fight. You want me to tell you why? I don't think I'd leave alive out of the stadium. The atmosphere for the soccer
be not-
game,
you-
I almost
I
didn't
could-
leave alive. You imagine what the
Would it-
atmosphere is gonna be like for a
Dominantly
throwdown, bro?
Mexican, yeah.
Oh, the Mexicans are gonna be off the hook. The Guatemalans are gonna be drunk. It's gonna be something, bro.
It will be something.
Listen, Jay, I went to the Guatemala-Jamaica game in LA, right? I almost got in a fight with Guatemalans. And that was like the stupidest shit ever to me. And I know my people, and I know wherever the fuck they go. It's like, oh, you support us? Fuck you too. What the fuck? I was like, what? I don't support you, motherfucker. I am you.
I am you.
Yeah, no.
You gotta get your
It's
people in
interesting.
line over there, bro.
I do, but there's too
I
many of
am
them.
him.
They want my ass, bro.
All right, so Lester Martinez, your 4th round pick, solid, but I think it's a reach too.
Now,
Mr. Alpine,
Oh,
go
no,
for
listen. Lester Martinez wasn't going to be my money maker. I said,
I get
I'm
it.
doing
I
what
get
Paco
it.
Damas does to stay
That is
in the essence
a
of
dice
Paco
roll.
Damas.
That's a dice roll to me.
Yes.
All right, so
Alright, LP.
I'm switching this one up a little bit for you guys. So we haven't
This
actually gone down this path yet. I'm switching genders.
What?
It's female.
What?
Wait, can I get a pause?
Yeah, pause this. I don't know where he's
No,
going.
I know, right? What I just said? No,
Hey,
bitch. Yeah,
No,
pause.
you can't switch
Hey,
the roles right
hey,
now.
No,
you can
it's
both
still
be
Hey,
pause.
clip that.
Still pause. I know, right?
Shout out to David
But
Alavis.
yes,
that's what's
thank
up.
you, J1. You're right, man. I said that. That came out completely wrong. No diddy. But so I'm gonna go with a female fighter, a young, a young rising star, and I really cannot see anybody beating her anytime soon.
I could.
Sweet Poison, Gabby Fundora.
Oh.
She
Oh.
is the goods. She's lanky, just like her brother, the Towering Inferno, and I just cannot see any female that's gonna be able to hold her off. She is. Oh my
Now,
God.
that's not a pick
She's
for the Cubs
impressive.
fan. Let me ask you that. Do you know who those people are?
I do not.
Fondoras?
I do not
So, I'll fill you in. Both of them are world champions, elite level athletes. The brother is, I think, what, 6'7", 6'8", something like
He's
that?
lanky as shit.
Yes, but he's only at the 160 division, right? Correct?
Oh,
He's 154.
He looks like
154.
And he has multiple belts.
Yes, he holds multiple belts at 154, but
And pretty much
154
everybody that fights him, they go
and
through a-
like
they go through a meat
6'5"
grinder.
or something. So you can
They
imagine
go,
how weird it looks.
They
'cause
go
he's
through
so
a meat
skinny.
grinder.
Yeah.
He rips faces apart.
Yes.
There's nothing they can. They're trying to get in, but they're just getting
Yeah.
slaughtered up.
The sister?
and his sister is.
Cut from the same cloth.
She's not as tall, but for a female in her division,
tall.
she's ridiculously tall, and she's just picking apart her opponents and just ripping them. And just knocking everyone out and stuff. And she's a star. And she's so confident. I love seeing her swag when she's walking in. She's so full of confidence. Now, listen. This is one of those factors that we've gone on. This is this is the draft on the business end. Yeah, okay. Like you just mentioned, under the radar. And no disrespect to all the ladies out there that do the thing and are fans of the sport, but where you guys have came from the Christy Martin days to now, has been amazing. But it'll be
Shout out to Jake Paul.
but it'll
Continue to put women's boxing
it'll be
on the
my
map.
honor and
MVP.
duty to do just that and help raise this one to become a mega star because she is the goods. Female, male, doesn't matter. As a fighter, hell of a scrapper. She has a bright future, and I think she's gonna be a long-reigning champion for many of years to come in multi-division because she's not gonna be able to maintain. Well, I don't know. It's a female. She may be able to maintain that way forever. Who knows, man? But we'll see. But that's my pick.
David
I
said
think-
of your pick, undisputed.
And she is undisputed.
And she's undisputed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So-
and she'll probably be multi-division undisputed as well.
She's on
She'll
a
be
line.
up there with the Clarissa Shields, the freaking Amanda Serranos, and the Katie Taylors. Like, I promise you, her name is gonna be up there in the echelon of the freaking greats of now, 100%.
One interesting thing about Sweet Poison, Gabriela Fundura, is the fact that she's signed with Golden Boy. And Golden Boy doesn't have a lot of female fighters on their stable to match up. You know, MVP's got a chokehold on the women's division.
Oh, yes, they do.
And when I say that lightly, because they actually fucking do. There's not many other fighters.
Who would have thought Jake Paul was gonna do that much for women's boxing?
Respect.
Yeah.
Such a respect,
Big
respect,
shout
bro.
out.
Because you didn't believe that at the beginning, bro. That you thought he was just a clown.
I respect- I
was
respect
dissing
what
boxing.
he's
You're
doing for
giving
sport.
Jake Paul a lot of credit, but it's his business partner, Nikisa.
Yeah, no,
Nadarian.
listen, the MVP promotion is doing that much for
But
him.
Nikisa Nadarian has a soft spot because he was raised by a single mother, and so he obviously sees the struggle and wants to give the woman the same thing in reverse as a businessman and give them their shine. And he's not just giving them their shine, bro. He's taking it to a fucking whole other level.
Yeah.
Career high paydays, stadium or arena fights, main events,
And,
all
now,
that
and
stuff.
now they got their own little sector
I mean,
on ESPN.
On the ESPNW, yeah.
To see
It is
the
dope.
promotions that they put on Netflix, bro, it's been amazing. Like,
So if
that's
I
the
were,
format that's
it's
right
my
now,
pick.
you know?
It's my
Here we
pick,
go.
round 4.
Here we go.
If I were to pick Jake Paul, does MVP come with him? If I were to pick,
It's
That's a lot
kind of
of
part of the package.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of it's part
you know
of the
what?
package.
No.
Fucking give it to me.
No.
There was no rules.
Wow.
I will take Jake Paul as my 4th round pick because not only does he headline, he not just headlines, but
He's making
everything that
obvious
comes
moves.
around with him.
He
Oh, give me fucking Jake
he
Paul,
brings all
bro.
the ladies that kick the shit
Yeah,
out
shit.
of his
I would have never thought that I would be fucking pro, but the business aspect makes a lot of fucking sense. I might not like the dude. I could care less about the dude.
And that's going to be something, man. We've actually sat in here and debated that a lot, right? Where some people didn't think he was good for boxing or he was just a fucking clown. And some others have felt that maybe he was more than what he really was or was trying to be a real boxer. He was legitimately trying to be a real boxer. But boxing, you have to be this big to start it to be on the next level shit.
Yeah.
So he was
No
too old
amateur
first off.
pedigree.
Yeah, with no amateur pedigree.
Yeah.
With, like, from your generational and your common fan outlook, what do you think of his pick, man? Jake Paul, bro. Because Jake Paul means something else to you guys than what he means to the rest of us.
I mean, I think Jake Paul was a smart business move for sure. I think he can pull in numbers. I think he can definitely sell out arenas just because he's there. He has his name out there.
Yeah.
You know, and I think there's a lot of hate around him as well, which is like also a really big like money factor as well. Because people are like, oh yeah, I want to see his ass get whooped, but then he'll surprise everybody while he's there as well with whatever skill he does have. So I do think that was probably a pretty solid pick business wise.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah.
is Jake Paul more popular, do you think, in your opinion, than Ryan Garcia?
Fuck no. But I do think, as far as, I think if Jake Paul was in a fight with a legend versus Ryan Garcia being in a fight with a legend, I think people would pull more into Garcia's for like the actual sport of boxing.
Yeah.
Right? But I think for Jake's, I think it's like, hey, I want to see this dude get his ass whooped, if that makes sense.
You kind of hate him more than you would hate a Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right on it, bro.
And this is where I went with that.
Yeah.
With him.
Good
Because
breakdown.
he is your common fan that knows some boxers. So Jake Paul would be huge with the common people that don't know any boxers.
Yeah.
That's who he would pull in big.
Bro.
And for me, that's big because it pulls in a lot of eyes that aren't normally
A
on
lot
boxing
of
pulls in
fucking
there.
eyes.
Yeah.
And he fights only on like the mainstream channels now.
Yep.
When he fought Mike Tyson on fucking Netflix, I had 70-year-old coworkers. Hey, what do you think about this Mike Tyson fighting this YouTuber guy? And they never fucking once talked to me about boxing as much as they know I love it.
Yeah.
Because they had no relation to it. They saw the advertising on their fucking Netflix that this fight
Hey,
was
remember
coming.
Mike Tyson?
And they started out, and then and all that, and so anyhow, that's what he brings to the table: the
Yeah.
eyes, the popularity.
Yeah.
He brings the internet with
And
him too.
he's only been in the
That
game.
means your fighters are going to be
He's-
exposed on the internet.
Bro, he's
big
only
time.
been in the game like 5 or 6 years,
Yeah, that's it.
and he's already made that big of an
And-
impact.
and-
You guys are
guess
giving
what?
this
Impressive, bro.
clown way too much.
He's a
He
fucking
ain't-
clown,
he
and I haven't
fucking
seen.
clown.
So here's the one thing, Josh. Before you move back to Phoenix, Jake Paul came here to the same stadium that Bam Rodriguez fight, that Jordan Martinez fought.
Overrated.
Right? Shut up. So Jake Paul fought in that stadium against Spider Anderson Silva,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure.
You were
Did you
there?
went? Yeah, we were sat ringside at that fight, and that was the day
It was
where
crazy.
my mind shifted
Same.
and realized the impact that he brought to the sport.
Boxing is boxing.
It was
and
different.
And those fighters on the undercard But I was
A
like,
lot of
I was
fighters.
like, fuck it. I'm gonna go support some of these local cats and snap. But when we were sitting there ringside, my eyes were just like,
Yeah. The endless potential that he brings.
where's the usual suspects that we see here on the ringside tip?
I just
There was
saw,
unfamiliar faces because he brought different asses to the seats.
Yep.
and to me,
Younger
I
crowd,
saw a guy stumbling along
influencers
trying
and
to stay
stuff.
upward and got his jaw broken.
Yeah.
So to me, he's done.
I got a
We're not
question.
even
So
talking,
I got a
we're not
question.
even
I got a
talking
question,
about
though.
his boxing situation. We're talking about what he's doing for the sport.
For
of
the
boxing.
So
Yeah.
if you were to ever have to go to a Jake Paul fight, right? Are you gonna go because you want to see his ass get whooped, or do you want to go because you're gonna see an actual like boxing event? Like you want to see like the numbers of how people are doing. Which one do you want?
We already know. I answered.
Why'd you watch?
Well, wait, if
Why did you watch?
Wait,
Why, when the Greek god fought him, did you watch?
Because I know about Anthony Joshua. I
No,
You knew he was
bullshit.
gonna-
Oh, I knew he was gonna kill
no,
Jake, bro.
I sent you the advertisement that said, "Wait, this ain't for real." I knew who Anthony Joshua was. I didn't think they.
So you tuned in to see him get his ass
Get
beat.
his ass
oh
whooped.
yeah, to get his ass
Yeah.
beat.
That's the
That's the
answer.
answer.
Biggest part about
Because
it.
I knew Anthony
so the
Joshua
point
was
is,
gonna like put him
so
at the end
the
of
point is,
stick.
you know what that is right there? Where he just puts you on game with it, which you didn't realize it. That's the Mayweather effect.
There you
Yes.
The bad guy.
go. There you go.
Hey,
You-
you don't
the
like
villain
him,
comes in,
but
you
you're
wanna see
gonna
the
tune
villain
in
lose.
because you want to
Wait,
see him
wait,
get his
wait.
ass kicked.
Hold on
Yeah.
though. Not a lot of people have the Mike Tyson effect, where they can actually box and be a bad guy. This dude sucks and he's a bad guy. I don't think it'll ride out that long. I don't think
he tries to be a bad guy, but if anybody hates on him, then he just gets defensive and he's just like, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me.
What he does in the ring makes him a bad guy. Like
What he does in the ring is so flawed because
Yes.
he's only had 10 fights.
Yes. Yes.
He's only had
I keep
10
telling
fights.
you, you're not
And
watching
Anthony-
for the sport of it.
And
You're
Anthony
watching for the show.
Joshua was only the second fight boxer out of those 10 fights that he actually was the only second boxer. Everybody else was like an MMA fighter that moved into boxing.
Mike Tyson and him.
So I don't even count that fight. That was like an exhibition, bro.
Oh, so you're saying professional?
Yeah, professional fighters.
Oh,
You know,
see,
and so he's still learning on the job, and what he's doing right now is different
Yeah.
than anybody other's path. And again, I'm just giving him credit for the business aspect of it. His boxing ability isn't there. But how many people would tune in to see Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez?
Let me ask you
The whole
this.
fucking world, practically.
So let's just say, okay, and I'll give you my two picks. Let's just say you got an Anthony Joshua fight, okay?
Yeah.
I'll even throw in Canelo, one of the two, okay? Fighting. The same night, not that boxing would ever do it, but let's
It's
just say
happened.
the same night that Jake Paul fights, who would win?
Who is he fighting with?
What platform are they on?
No, fuck the platform. Who's
No,
he
it does make a difference.
Kind of. Who's he fighting? Who would Jake Paul fight?
No,
Give me a big.
If they're both fighting no-name opponents.
Bam Rodriguez.
No, he's way.
No, that
that's-
fucking Bam
that's,
Rodriguez is like 20 pounds, bro.
So,
and overrated.
so what you're doing is what you're comparing right now is they both fight at the same time. Which
Yeah,
people
who
are fighting
cares?
who? Okay, so then the platform does matter because if Canelo's fighting on pay-per-view and Jake Paul's fighting on fucking Netflix,
Jake Paul's
that's
got
a
no
big
numbers.
fucking difference.
Yeah.
Jake
If
Paul's gonna
Canelo's
blow him
fighting
out
on
of the water,
Netflix,
and
and
it's nuts.
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so let's just say, well, we're creating a crazy ass scenario.
You pitched it.
Go
So
for it.
let's just say you go to Netflix and Netflix lets you choose whether or not you want
you wanna
to see
televise?
this live or whether you want to see this live.
Still
Who
Jake.
wins?
They're still going for Jake because you
You
gotta
still
realize.
think Jake?
I think Jake has a lot of the younger people
Yep.
attached to him. All of his fans that he also has, what he's streaming and all that kind of stuff. But on top of that, whoever he's boxing, most likely Sonos also knows. So they're gonna go for that person, right? Be like, all right, cool. I want to watch this person actually box somebody. But then they're like, all right, cool. I want Jake Paul's ass be beat. But Jake Paul has all these other people, all these other brands and shit that's always behind him, helping him out get these bigger numbers. It's over with. It doesn't matter what real boxing events happening on the side of that. They're gonna go for Jake Paul
Yep.
first, and then they'll go for the actual
Absolutely.
boxing event.
So,
That's
That's a solid.
Absolutely.
That's a
Yeah,
solid point.
It'll be-
but there are people like me that go, I'm not going to waste my time watching this garbage when I can watch a good fight.
no,
And
that's
that's fine.
But
You
then-
know,
I
that's-
got you. I
You're
got
not-
you,
you're
bro.
not the common rookie fan.
But what you're not looking at is the business aspect. You've been making your picks on a business mind frame. You're not
Yeah, I
thinking.
got my money already,
But you're not thinking on the business aspect.
could always make more.
on the
Yeah.
business end. On the business end, dead ass. If he wouldn't have picked him, That would have been my pick.
I know it
No,
would
he
have
wouldn't
been
know.
yours.
He made it sound like
Yeah,
he was
I know,
gonna pick him
but
earlier.
it
and
was-
teased
yeah,
that.
you
Should have picked him before picking.
It sounded like he had picked him, bro. And he backed
Anyways,
out.
I
He
think
backed
I-
out because he thought he was gonna get questioned.
More than likely,
But
that probably
he-
wasn't anyway.
I
But I'm
think
just
I
saying,
got two
it's a
good-
smart pick, man.
Hey, hold on,
It's a
hold on.
business
Let
decision.
me give you
Picks.
a little bit of props as we move on. David Galaviz at home just commented, bro, that he would have picked David Benavidez first, also as his first pick, and then he said he would have picked Bam as his second pick.
Hey,
So, yeah.
David Benavidez might become so popular, he might even get a Jake Paul fight.
How about that?
Okay.
And did you hear what he just said? Let's emphasize
See,
that.
well-
He said he may get so
Because
popular
it's easy money, bro.
that Jake Paul
Easy money
fight will come into play.
for the
The
boxer.
easiest
Clout
money,
fights.
and you're
Clout
talking
fights.
about with one fight against Jake, you could literally retire. He wouldn't, but you could literally retire. It's
Facts.
retiring money.
It's stupid
Facts.
money, bro. It's
Facts.
stupid money.
Yeah.
Because
For
it's a
everybody
business.
involved.
Maybe it's just
Yeah.
my dad and me right now.
You're just
that's
being a hater.
going, no, not hater, just
You're
going,
being a hater.
this is stupid.
It is stupid, but
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he would go,
The-
this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why are we even
This
giving this
We,
But
guy?
listen,
because
listen.
we've been waiting to get, for him to get his jaw broken, and he finally
yes,
did.
and this is where
But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
it wasn't
Think
enough.
so?
This is where we're slacking. We don't have a Jake Paul shirt, which we should, because we've contemplated on this
I
fucking
told
show.
you to do
We
it.
should
You
have
brought
it
that
on-
full circle,
Hey,
bro.
listen,
You do
Man.
it. Mr. LP.
We don't have a Jake Paul shirt, but we got him being picked on the fucking boxing fantasy draft. What's
Hey.
up? I'm just saying, it's
I was-
time, my brother. It's time.
I was exactly where Josh is sitting a couple years ago until I went to that Jake Paul fight here in Glendon.
You got
When
this
he
chance
was
to
Once,
show
once
up.
I went
grabbing his
to
shorts
once
and
I went
shit,
to
like-
a fight live to see the business and the live production value for my ringside ticket, my mind fucking shifted. His mind shifted,
It
and that was
definitely
enough for
did.
me to think.
And-
I wasn't thinking irrationally because I was exactly what he was at. If you go to a fight live for him,
You'll
I
be-
guarantee
you'll be
you,
pleased.
you would change your perspective a little bit.
Yeah.
My
Win
guy.
or lose, win or lose.
Hey, my guy, I couldn't believe it. The youth. There was so many young faces in
Yeah.
the freaking building.
Ballers
They were
too, bro.
doing their
Listen,
thing, man.
great one. Now
Okay.
here it is.
Right.
Your
And
next
around
two
four.
picks,
Last two
and
picks.
it's fourth
Two
and the
picks?
fifth. Yeah, because it's fourth
For
and
him.
then fifth pick
Okay.
for him.
This is
and
our
that's
last.
it. And yeah, one left.
All right.
I'll close you out and
So
continue on. in your
I need to pick two guys that are doing it right now because
Okay.
we got a young guy
Okay.
who's starting to, right? And two established guys not on their way out, but they're on the other side of the hill.
Hit me.
Okay. So I'm going Nakatani
Yes, good pick.
and Teofimo Lopez.
Teofimo? Wow. Okay.
So
Okay.
both of them are doing their thing right now.
So
They're 28,
Nakatani obviously is my upset pick over Inoue,
and
May
he's got
2nd.
international appeal.
Well, not fully yet, but he's
Yeah,
a star in
Yeah.
Japan. The only problem is he's fighting a bigger star, also from Japan.
Nobody
And
beats
Inoue.
that monster.
So Nakatani has a little bit of
They're
height.
both they're both
Three
three
division,
division champions. They're both 32 and 0.
Nakatani's a good fucking pick, bro.
It is.
Yeah.
There's no.
And he's also a top 10 pound for
Gonna
pound
get his
too.
ass
So
whooped coming
good.
up, though.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
And then your last pick again
Lopez.
is Teofimo.
Teofimo.
So Teofimo, he relinquished I think the IBF belt at 140, and he's
Moving up to 147.
he's moving up to welterweight. He's moving up to welterweight. So there's a lot of good fights at welterweight. I would welcome him against my fighter, Ryan Garcia or Shakur
That'd be it.
Stevenson if they
Listen,
want.
the
Or
Ryan
Shakur,
Garcia-
Shakur just pretty much made a move
Shakur,
up to 147.
No, listen,
So-
but if you have Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez, that's a mega fight, bro.
That could do
that's,
well.
That's a mega
That could
fight.
do
You
well.
gonna sell-
Hey, have your people
sell some
call my
tickets.
people, bro.
Yeah.
You know you like my
So give us your five.
So we got Anthony Joshua is my star. He's my LeBron, right? Canelo,
He's actually is LeBron. But he's holding
Yeah.
he's holding his own.
yeah.
Okay.
Alvarez.
Canelo Alvarez too.
Yep. Moreno.
Yep.
Yeah, Jordan
Martinez.
Martinez. Three.
Nakatani.
Nakatani.
And Lopez.
Oh, Nakatani and Jordan would be a banger, bro. That would be a banger.
Hey, we're holding out monsters for Jordan. So when
well,
it's time,
You
have your
think,
people come.
you
my
think,
people
but
now.
Nakatani's gonna upset May 2nd. I'm saying that confidently right now. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. That's gonna
Look,
be a hell
I
of a
can't
fight.
wait till we do that episode, which will be next Friday. Next Friday is hopefully the 96th episode, which will be airing, and it'll be a great episode for the May 2nd fights, man.
Hold on. You want to make a wager? A case of Red Bull?
Of what?
In case of Red Bull, you're gonna get sponsored.
No. That says that.
What flavor?
Because you know how on
Right.
they do
Sugar-free.
Mountain Dew. We do cases of Mountain Dew.
Oh, man, here we go. All right.
So for my guy upsetting your guy.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
Yeah.
A gentleman's bet there.
Yeah.
All right. My
That's all
final
it is.
pick in the 2026 For Love of Boxing Fantasy Boxing Draft. My final pick is also in the top 10 pound for pound. He is also one of them fighters that's not very well known to the casual fight fan, but he has beaten Canelo Alvarez. He has beaten Arthur Beterbiev, and he's coming back off an injury. And he's still currently the man at light heavyweight.
Okay.
Not named David Benavidez,
Love it.
who I also
Okay.
have. Give me Dimitri Bivol, who's coming back to fight
Okay.
next month as well. So give me Dimitri Bivol, who is
One of the soundest, purest boxers.
Yeah, for a big
on the
guy.
planet, man.
for a big
Man,
guy.
what an excellent boxer, man. What a hell of a fighter he
Yeah.
is. Yes.
And again, too, I already have enough star power. I got to go with the guy who's obviously going to give David Benavidez the opportunity to retake all them belts at 175 after David Benavidez handles Zurdo next week. So that's my top five. I got David Benavidez. Who am I? Shakur Stevenson. And then Ryan Garcia. Jake Paul and MVP. Give me all of MVP. Give me all of them women right there, MVP. Shout out to Sugar Neeks and Sky Nicholson and all them. And Alicia Baumgardner. All them ladies doing it up over there. And then my last pick, Dimitri Bivol. That's my top five.
I like his picks. Solid picks.
Solid,
I like Joshua's
solid.
picks. Solid picks too, man.
Mr. LP.
Mr. LP,
You got
I don't
the-
like your picks. Your picks are bit fucking.
Your picks
Your
are the
picks
worst.
are fucking bogus,
You
bro.
need to rethink your life choices.
You better come with it.
That way up for Golden Boy.
Yeah.
You know. Do I get?
He's not active.
So for me, he's not up there in the
Jake Paul's active.
top rankings and stuff yet. He has all the talents, and in all actuality, I'm not a fan of how he carries himself. A little too arrogant and annoying for me in regards to it. However, he's young, and I do think with maturity he'll grow. And
Until he
if
said he was
will,
young, I thought he was gonna pick
if
me.
he will be
Alright.
better. But I'm
Not
gonna go
you.
ahead,
He
and
was not me.
this is gonna be a wild one. This is a roll of dice here, and I hope there's something
rolling of
bright
dice.
for this young man. But he does have the talent. Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah. That's decent.
Keyshawn is a hell of a fighter, and I think he's just a little overly confident for his own good now, especially since he really hasn't done anything to produce that arrogance to the world yet. But he has all the talent though, and I know he knows that, which is why he's carrying himself that way. But trust me, once the big fights come through and stuff, and there really hasn't been nothing major in his career, but he's young, and I would love to see where that goes. As a betting man, you know, as if I'm rolling the dice on the business end, I would definitely put my cards, my chips on that man. I think he's a hell of a talent.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, he's an up-and-coming superstar, potentially.
Potential.
You know, he's got a decent fan base on the East Coast, from Virginia, Norfolk. Virginia is where he's from, and that's where his next fight's going to be at. It's going to be Top Rank's first fight with the Zone, and DB3 is going to be headlining that fight.
Man. First off, David shout out again because he said he would agree with the Nakatani upset over mine.
David knows.
He also knew you was talking about Bivol, and he threw it up, and then he
Yeah.
said with Davis, he knew it that you were gonna go that.
Yeah,
Right?
but I'll tell you what, right now, you match up Davis with Shakur Stevenson.
So listen, here it goes, bro.
Still too soon for that, in my opinion, though.
We just
Shakur
went
is
over.
him.
We just went over an hour on a Friday night, and I'm gonna close you out with my last pick, and then we give some shout outs and we out of here, right? But I'm gonna close out strong. I'm gonna say that I can confidently say that all you guys have excellent stables, and I will tell you that my stable is tougher than any of you guys' stable, right?
Okay.
So
Doesn't mean you're
we
gonna be
went
winning fights.
Moses, no, it doesn't. That just means I got some really tough.
I like Moses.
Moses the tough.
Yes.
I got
Inoue.
Monster Inoue. I got Boots. I got Lester Martinez, and I'm gonna close it out with what makes me me and the essence of what I love in boxing. Emmanuel Navarrete comes
Yeah, good pick. Good
I
pick.
expected
Tough
him
stable.
earlier in your
Good-
pick, my man.
good pick.
Tough stable.
Vaquero.
Super
Yeah.
tough stable.
Tough as they
I
come.
think he's gonna continue to win fights. I think he's gonna be unifying even more belts there, and eventually he's gonna be undisputed at 130.
And I don't care what anybody says, and I love your pick. Boxing fans know what the dealio is. A lot of big name fighters chose
Avoid
to
him.
move up in weight as opposed to taking on a Vaquero.
Too much of a risk, yeah.
It's high risk, low reward because it's a sloppy fight. It's gonna be. It doesn't matter who the hell you are. You're gonna be in a long night because you ain't knocking that dude out. He's gonna be in it. He's gonna be freaking making it an ugly fight.
100%.
And more times than not, Vaquero's gonna come out victorious because he comes through with them very unorthodox.
He does all them
shots
crazy angles
with them
and the
long-
motor that's
and
always going.
It's them long ass arms that come in from different freaking corners and spots that people just can't see coming. You know, Oscar Valdez, respect to the AZ homie and stuff, but it just wasn't. It just,
Hey,
it's just one of those
big
situations,
shout out.
man.
¿Cómo estamos, Chuy Fuentes?
Hey, what's up,
Órale.
Chuy?
Fuentes Boxing Academy in the house.
Hey,
right?
real quick, we went through our 5 picks for our fantasy boxing draft in 2026 in light of the NFL draft, and we just went through and I'm going to start off by giving our salutes and our goodbyes, but shout out to Fuentes Boxing. They got 3 young fighters that are going to be fighting this weekend at the Michael Carbajal Classic Invitational.
Yep.
And that's going to be at the Shrine Auditorium. It was tonight, started tonight, but all day
All
Saturday
weekend. Yeah.
and then all day Sunday. Michael Carbajal Invitational at the Shrine Auditorium. You can just Google that. I think tickets are at the door are like $20. You know, to come see
Come
some of
on,
these local
support,
fighters.
y'all know we gotta
Fuentes
support the
Boxing
local
got 3 young
fighters.
fighters there, so shout out to you guys. Good luck. And
Yeah.
bring
Shout out to all the fighters out there.
We
gotta
No doubt,
support
man. I know
the
it's gonna
local
be a
fighters.
nice event.
There's gonna be a lot of local gyms out there.
I try reaching out to the people that was handling the gathering of the show and putting it together. 4luvofboxing was expected and hoping to be there. We're not. We didn't come to a deal or whatever the case. So we're reaching out, but hopefully maybe next year. Maybe there are 2 folks that try to make their first invitational be a bang, and I'm sure that it's going to be. And I wish you guys all the best success nonetheless for the event, and most importantly for all the fighters. Good luck to all you.
And then tomorrow on the Zone, you can watch a couple Del Sol fighters fight on the undercard of the DAZN telecast. So you got Philip Vela, who is from Las Vegas, who signed here locally to Del Sol Promotions, as well as Louis Espinosa, who just signed a deal, co-promotional deal with DAZN this week. So he was supposed to fight last week at the Fight Club event, and then
Fighters
he
from where?
got up.
What state were you saying?
This is Del Sol.
Hey, shout out to Gabriel Valderrama. Just
Is
tuned
he in
in
there?
and is watching
Just
right
barely
now.
jumped in,
Tell us
yeah.
what's up.
Perfect timing. That's
So-
what's up.
Hey,
That's
listen,
what's up.
I literally see it. I
So
look at it,
Gabriel
I say,
right now,
Gabriel,
he
watch
is
it.
in Vegas right now. So he's watching this already down there in Vegas. Saludos, bro. Both of your fighters are on that on the rise over there. Philip Vela, you got yourself a good one with that dude right there. Big love to him and Louis Espinosa. Congratulations. But good luck to both of them fighters. Louis Espinosa is going to be in a very, very tough fight. I think those undercards are going to be live on the Zone or Matchroom YouTube undercard. That's going to be free and live tomorrow afternoon.
So cool,
Right.
man. Much love to Del
Check
Sol.
that out. Yeah.
Hey, listen, J1, you saw us do all our picks. As we picked through, if you had one fighter that you could say, hey, I'm going to represent with just one fighter. Of all the fighters we were dealing with, who would have been that one fighter?
Who you
that
rocking
started?
with, bro?
I'm rocking Ryan for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Ryan's a lot
Ryan
better.
has a humongous pull, I told you.
Can't be mad at that. He's super popular, man.
Yeah,
Whoever
super
picked him
popular.
was smart, man.
I mean, the guy. I mean, if you guys follow him on IG, like Jesus, man, it doesn't matter what he posts. Hundreds of thousands of freaking likes, and there's no telling how many views. Like, he's a super popular guy. Like, it's not just the sport of boxing. Like, the dude has a following outside of that realm.
Yeah.
He's a cross star, and the sport of boxing needs that. And it was a good pick, man. Real talk. That was definitely was my pick, and you snatched it off my freaking.
Gabriel just weighed in and said thank you, guys.
No, for Local Boxing got a lot of love for Del Sol. Look forward to their next local event. Let us know. We'll definitely be there as usual.
We'll be setting up, doing our thing, having our fun, and doing the interviews and doing the broadcast.
David said that the Del Sol fighters will be 2-0 tomorrow. And then he also said one more thing, which I'm sure he was directing at me, but I'm going to direct it at you because I know how much you're going to love this comment. He said, and don't forget, guys, Bomb Squad.
God Squad!
Hey, no, you know, I saw David, you know, last weekend and stuff for the weigh-ins and the fights last weekend in downtown Phoenix, and I did invite him over to the studio so he can go ahead and get his flowers because he was
the only one in the room who picked Deontay Wilder to win that Chisora fight.
All his picks, he was actually undefeated. So shout out to you, David.
On the day of the fight, he was hitting me up. He was like,
he did his thing.
I was like, damn.
And he was the only one that picked freaking Wilder to pull that off.
Receipts,
and,
man. He had receipts on his day.
Congratulations. We're giving you your respect, my dude.
Come back in here and we'll make picks next week. You're going to be in Vegas, so we'll probably hit you up for what's going down there live in Las Vegas. So shout out to you and Emily.
Sir.
You guys, y'all staying busy.
Listen, we went over an hour and 10 minutes now as we close out. We want to thank Jay Juan for actually spending some time with us up in here. We thought you were going to stay quiet the whole time. You actually joined up in there and dropped some Banter too. Shit.
Some commentary in there. You know what I'm saying? Do my thing.
Color commentary.
No, listen, so we'll start with you. Go ahead and give your shout outs, bro. We're tapping out right here.
Shout out to all the boxers out there. Wish y'all luck on y'all fights coming soon. Shout out to all the people who support me. Thank you guys.
Where can I find you on IG and Facebook?
My IG and everything else, every social media platform you're gonna find me on is IamJ1. IamJayJuan. IamJ1, y'all. See y'all later.
All right. Yep. Great one.
Yes.
What's up, brother?
All right.
Solid picks, by the way.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, I would take any of you on, especially that Jake.
I'll take you down, bro.
Jake Paul bullshit.
Oh, you want the money too? Is what I'm hearing.
That's what it is.
He said, that's a joke. I never would do this.
I would gladly sacrifice Jake Paul for some income.
Scissor him up. Yep, the rematch, right? So, but no, everybody, if you're in the Valley, Phoenix needs you.
Let's go, Suns.
Hey,
Let's go, Suns.
Suns up tomorrow.
Viva los Suns, baby.
12:30. Everybody better be watching, okay? Supporting our Suns.
Suns
right?
and 6.
Yeah.
Suns and 6.
Suns and
Starts tomorrow.
Backdoor
Suns and
sweep.
6.
I believe that's called.
It don't matter. We just gotta get some dubs.
We get them.
Let's go.
Listen, it starts tomorrow. We just gotta get that first one and get it rolling.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
My man.
And we just need the refs to shut the fuck up. All right, let's go.
Do your job.
Yeah.
Do your job. That's it. All right.
Here it is.
Yo, I kind of threw a couple comments already out there. Just a couple shout outs to some of these local fighters tomorrow. Boxing on DAZN, obviously. Thank you all for tuning in and enjoying this banter of fantasy boxing draft. Just kind of came up to us, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Chime in with anybody that we maybe had missed. Honorable mention, Towering Inferno. You know, another champion at 154. He's
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
I'm the only one that picked
a
a
lot of
female
money,
fighter. But I just mentioned 3 of them while we were still on the freaking broadcast, and I'm surprised nobody.
No, I got MVP.
T-Rex, Clarissa Shields.
I got
MVP.
MVP.
You got them all.
I got them all except Sporndor or Clarissa Shields. But everybody else,
No, I don't need.
it's just a matter of time before they go to MVP 2. And I said what I
money
said.
at? Yeah.
It's all there.
Yep. All right. Hey, so boxing fan, hey, always love and respect. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I gotta say thank you to everybody that's here, my brothers, my people's here that's all just enjoying dinner stuff. This was a really fun episode.
Great
and
idea.
I really yes. Shout out to my brother Jerry. Yes, it's NFL draft weekend, and he decided to throw a nice fantasy draft for boxing, and this one was super fun. And it definitely did trip me up for a brief moment, but I came through. I thought I did pretty solid on my picks.
He finished last.
No,
He
but-
finished last, bro.
But-
Dead last, bro.
Even with the pause,
Hey, but
it's like
man,
a D minus.
but
You graded him. You got a D minus already for that great one.
Hey, but shout out to everybody that tunes in, and shout out to all my boxing fam that's out there, man. For real, man. Shout out to Dalso, shout out to the Fuentes boxing team.
Shout out to Iron Boy.
Jordan, shout out to
Iron
Boy.
Fight Hard.
Shout out to
Chris
David.
Vasquez.
Shout out to Emily, Chris Vasquez, man. For real, man. Respect, homie. I know you were in the middle of doing your family thing, and you met me on the briefing and stuff, so you can get us our credentials and all, do our thing. So man, respect, man. Man, I just love. It's a tight knit community. And I'm so blessed to be a part of it. You guys have no freaking idea how blessed and thankful I am to be a part of the boxing community. Everybody that does something or is involved in some kind of way, we know each other. And I'm forever thankful for every single one of you guys. For reals. Mad respect. Shout out to my son, my Jam, my Green Eye Monster. Shout out to all my freaking fans.
Man, came through with a win.
That follow the 4 Level Boxing freaking period. All y'all's love, man. And to be out in public and actually see somebody wearing a hat or shirt or something is great. And of course, I gotta end it with this. It's freaking it's playoff season. Viva los Suns!
Let's go, Suns! Let's go,
Let's
Suns!
go! All right, listen.
Devin Booker, let's do
Suns
it.
up, baby. Listen, go ahead.
My fault. I had a last minute shout out to Isaac Chavez Jr.
Big up to Isaac Chavez.
Yeah.
We're gonna celebrate up in here. Isaac,
Yeah.
you need to get El Metal back in here.
Yo, congratulations to him because he's gonna be getting married real soon. So,
Ooh!
yeah,
Look,
yeah,
them nuggets that you get on the 4 Level Boxing show.
yeah. So he won his last fight. He's winning in life. He's got a good
All I
good
do
team
is
around
win,
him.
win,
and
win.
his dad was a man of his word, and he saved your boy Valley of the Sun. This beautiful metal hat. Saludos to all you guys over there. And keep it going, keep it churning. And then we look forward to his next upcoming fight, which we will try to break here live on the 4 Level Boxing Podcast.
Yeah.
Props to y'all. Keep doing your thing over there, bro.
Hey, shout out to Coach Omar just tuned in.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Coach Omar came in for
Prolific
me last
boxing.
week, too.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was
Listen,
flossing
great time
my...
with Prolific Boxing all the time when they're in the house, right?
Yo, so if you didn't get your new Prolific Boxing merch, I got mine in last week and I was rocking them in New Jersey. And my daughter saw my shirt. She was like, "Oh, that's a nice shirt." Meaning
Yeah.
she wanted my shit. And I was just like, "I just got this. My first time wearing it. Trying to gank me for my own shirt."
You say it's got him.
No, I took that home, bro. Hey, at least I think I did. Wait, no, love to Coach Omar and everybody else. And if anybody else has some fighters there locally, good luck tomorrow at the Michael Carvajal Classic, for real.
Yeah, most definitely. Listen, you were just talking about how it's a tight-knit community, right? And we're able to touch in and touch bases with people that are doing it. It's funny because David Galariz and even Gabriel tuned in, and then David just sent me the thing. He says, "Hey, we're in Vegas, fellas. We're watching it together right now."
That's what's up.
Listen, and the funny thing
See,
is,
tight knit.
and the funny thing is, we were just talking about whether we should try to make the effort and go to Vegas, man. And that's the thing that I tell you. The community in boxing is embrace 4 Level Boxing. Is continue to support 4 Level Boxing. Man, I give a big shout out to everybody at home who continues to support us on Friday nights and tunes in for the live episodes. And when you guys tune in on Tuesdays for the Tuesday episodes, man. Thank you guys. Continue to tune in. We'll see you here next week. 4 Level Boxing at the top of the world. No
Appreciate you. Let's go, Suns!
Yes.
Let's go.